Welcome to Anime Review. Reason number 10 why you are addicted to anime is Wise Man's Grandchild. In Erolshide Kingdom, Merlin Walford was once a celebrated national hero, known for his immense power and accomplishments. But he chose a peaceful life and now lives in seclusion in a rural forest, raising an orphan named Shin, who he saved. Shin, originally a salaryman in modern-day Japan, was reincarnated into Merlin's world and retains his past memories. Over the years, Shin impresses Merlin with his exceptional talent in magic casting and martial arts. On his 15th birthday, it becomes clear that Shin's combat skills far surpass his social skills, leaving him with awkwardness, a lack of common sense, and a mediocre sense of responsibility. To improve himself, Shin enrolls in the kingdom's magic academy. Despite his normal life being disrupted by his instant fame, Kenja no Mago follows Shin's journey as he navigates high school in the capital, makes new friends, learns about the world, and defends against the evil forces threatening him and the city. Reason number 9. Didn't I say to make my abilities average in the next life? Masato Kurihara lived a life unlike others, always standing out due to her exceptional character. Despite her differences, she lacked the experience of having close friends and a normal life. After a sudden death, she found herself transported to a divine realm where she was reincarnated and granted one wish. Thinking about the ordinary life she had always yearned for, she wished to be born as a normal person with abilities that were average for the world she would resurrect in. Her wish was granted, and she was reborn as Adele von Asham, the daughter of a noble, with magical abilities, far surpassing what would be considered average. Determined to live the life she wanted, Adele leaves her noble home and enrolls in a hunter school in a distant kingdom, using the alias Smile. Despite her efforts to hide her overpowering abilities, the task proves to be difficult, especially when faced with crazy and unpredictable situations. Despite the obstacles that come her way, Adele remains determined to live the normal life she always wanted, but she quickly realizes that the journey to reach that goal will be far from ordinary. Reason number 8. Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. The popular saying, "You can never be too careful," holds great weight, and being prepared for any situation that may arise is crucial, even if it may seem like a waste of time at the moment. In games like RPGs, having a higher level than your enemies is essential for securing a total victory. Seiyuragen perfectly embodies this mentality. Upon being summoned by the goddess Rister to save the world of Gibrand from destruction, Seiya sets out on his noble journey with great determination and an unwavering focus. While it's common for heroes to train and prepare for their quest, Seiya takes it to a whole new level, spending an inordinate amount of time training, despite having overpowered stats. He fights weak enemies using only his strongest skills, and stocks up on excessive amounts of supplies and potions, always prioritizing safety. Seiya's cautious attitude may be seen as annoying by some, but it is this very caution that may prove to be the saving grace of Gibrand, a world where the forces of evil dominate and surpass all expectations. The hero's unwavering focus on being prepared for any situation, combined with his overpowered stats, may just be what the world needs to defeat the evil forces and restore peace to Gibrand. Reason number 7 is Grand Blue Dreaming. Yori Kitahara arrives at the coastal town of Aizu for his first year at university, and takes up residence above his uncle's scuba diving shop, Grand Blue. With aspirations of having the perfect college experience, Yori is drawn into the wild drunken activities of the members of the diving club, who frequent the shop. Despite his initial reluctance, he is coerced into joining the group by his upperclassmen, Shinji Takeda and Ryujiro Kotobuki. But when his cousin Shisakatagawa walks in and sees him participating in the festivities, Yori earns her disdain. Based on the popular comedy manga by Kenji Inoue and Kimitake Yoshioka, Grand Blue follows Yori's antics as he navigates his new relationships, and tries to achieve his dream college life, all while learning to scuba dive with his wild and eccentric friends. Despite the challenges and obstacles he faces, Yori remains determined to make the most of his time in Aizu and create lasting memories. The 6th reason is Eromanga Sensei. A year ago, Sajiri Izumi's life changed dramatically when she became step-siblings with Masamune Izumi. However, their newly formed family was shattered by the sudden death of their parents, causing Sajiri to withdraw from society and become a shut-in, cutting herself off from her brother and the outside world. Despite the tragedy, Masamune has taken on the role of caring for what remains of his family, and has made a successful living as a published light novel author. The only issue he faces is that he has never actually met his renowned illustrator, Eromanga Sensei, known for creating provocative erotica illustrations. Through a series of embarrassing events, Masamune discovers that his little sister, Sajiri, has been his secret partner all along. As they navigate the challenges of the light novel industry and new characters enter their lives, the siblings must find a way to work together. Eromanga Sensei follows the growth of their relationship and their journey to become successful in the industry. Sajiri's true personality will eventually be exposed to the world. But for how long can she keep it hidden? Reason number 5 is Prison School. Hachimitsu Private Academy, situated on the outskirts of Tokyo, is renowned for its exceptional education and strict student code. The most notable aspect of this prestigious all-girls boarding school is about to be altered with the revised policy that now allows boys to enroll. As the first semester of this change begins, only 5 boys have been admitted, completely changing the gender ratio of the student body to 200 girls to 1 boy. Kiyoshi, Takudo, Shingo, Andre, and Joe, the 5 boys, struggle to make an impression in their new surroundings, and find it difficult to connect with the female students. Desperate to make a name for themselves, the boys come up with a daring plan of sneaking into the girls' bath to catch a glimpse. But little do they know, their scheme is soon to be thwarted by the notorious underground student council. The boys are apprehended, their freedom taken away, and are sentenced to a month in the school's prison as punishment. This marks the beginning of their harsh journey in prison school, where they must face the challenges of imprisonment and survive, while also testing the strength of their friendship and perverted brotherhood. The 4th reason is, do you love your mom and her 2-hit multi-target attacks? Imagine being stuck in an MMORPG with your mother as your partner. That's the reality for teenage gamer Masato Asuki, who after completing a survey, finds himself transported to a fantasy world with his mother Mamako by his side. But what seems like a nightmare soon takes a turn for the better, as Mamako proves to be an incredibly skilled swordswoman, capable of defeating multiple enemies with just a few powerful strikes. Despite initial awkwardness, the duo sets out on their adventure and recruit a merchant named Porta, and a sage named Wise, to join their party. With Mamako's strength and Misato's gaming skills, they embark on their journey to conquer the game and unravel its mysteries. Reason number 3 is, Ao-chan can't study. Aohori is a young, innocent high school student who is determined to make a name for herself and distance herself from her father, who is a well-known erotic author. With a strong will and unwavering resolve, she decides to focus solely on her studies, putting in the necessary effort to reach her goals. Her plans are disrupted when Takumi Kojima, an amiable and kind-hearted individual, confesses his feelings for her. Despite his pure and genuine intentions, Hori misconstrues his advances and is consumed by scandalous thoughts. The more she tries to resist Kojima's advances, the more persistent he becomes, making it increasingly difficult for her to concentrate on her studies. As she grapples with these confusing emotions, Hori finds herself torn between her desire to escape her father's influence and the temptation of Kojima's advances. Will she be able to overcome these obstacles and achieve her dreams, or will she succumb to temptation and get lost in the whirlwind of scandalous thoughts? Reason number 2 is, welcome to Demon School. 14-year-old Aruma Suzuki has lived a life of misfortune, having to work to support his irresponsible parents, even though he is underage. One day, he discovers that his parents have sold him to the demon Sullivan. Aruma quickly realizes that Sullivan merely wants him as a grandchild and takes him in, showering him with love and enrolling him in Babbles, a high school for demons. Aruma is eager to keep a low profile, trying to avoid drawing attention to himself as a human in a school filled with demons. His plans are quickly disrupted when he realizes that Sullivan is the chairman of this high school, and everyone is expecting him to become the next Demon King. This realization sets the stage for a series of unexpected events, the first of which is a requirement to chant a forbidden spell in front of the entire school. This spell not only puts Aruma in the spotlight, but also earns him a reputation he did not want, setting him on a path of bizarre and strange circumstances. The number 1 reason is, my sister my writer. Aspiring light novel writer Yu Nagami is determined to succeed, despite repeated failures in writing competitions. He remains committed to honing his craft and improving his skills. While reviewing the results of his latest contest, Yu notices that a writer named Chikai Towano dominated the competition. He is shocked to learn that the author behind the pen name is his sister, Suzuka, the last person he would have suspected of being a talented writer. To keep her identity a secret, Suzuka asks her brother to pose as Chikai Towano. Yu agrees, with the condition that he will continue to act as Chikai Towano until he has published his own book. Using his newfound identity, Yu takes advantage of the opportunity to improve his writing and to connect with other authors and new acquaintances. This experience serves as a valuable learning opportunity for Yu, allowing him to grow as a writer, and to fulfill his dream of becoming a published author.